Hey tankers, and welcome back to World of Tanks with PR154, and we are once again in the Tier-VII Chinese light tank WZ-131. Why do I keep playing this thing? Well, for starters, I hadn't actually unlocked it. It was pretty close. I actually unlocked it the next vehicle up the tree this morning. So, but that won't mean the end of it, because what I'm doing with my Battle Pass tanks, I'm taking 2 from each tier and basically playing through those tanks. And the criteria is quite simple. I take either a tank that I haven't played before, or one that I've played the least, and try to just get a lot more acquainted with that vehicle. And of course, the other tank I pick is the one that I have the worst win rate in. And at Tier 7, it was WZ-131. But fortunately, we're starting to correct a few sins. We've got a good crew in it now. We've unlocked all the modules, and things are starting to come good for us. Now today we have a bit of a mission to do. Specifically, Union-8 for the Chimera, where we have to cause 5 critical hits and knock out 3 enemy vehicles. Unfortunately, it would appear the enemy team has made early gains in terms of knocking out vehicles. The Skoda T25 feeling the wrath of the Jagdpanther, which has been set up here at B3. Fortunately, we've been able to develop a little bit of a crossfire here and put the enemy T-37 in a fairly one-shottable position. And otherwise, the enemy doesn't appear to be trying to do anything with this A-line so much, and that suits me. That suits me just fine. Normally I'm used to sort of either medium tanks or stealthy light tanks squaring off on either side of this ridge, but doesn't appear to be the case today. So we had a few opportunities for crossfire here. So, noting that the T-37's not on a great hit point position, their Type 64 has also been knocked out, we can reserve some rights to move a little bit further. We are exercising a little bit of restraint here, avoiding shooting, but that SPG was just too juicy a target to ignore, so we've rolled back, allowed an opaque bush to give us optimal concealment. Getting our eyes back in the fight by rolling forward. Haven't been able to see that Hummel the second time. We certainly don't want to get spotted. However, there are some pretty hefty tank destroyers down there between WZ-131 GFT and the Jagdpanther. Although the Jagdpanther appears to be making its retreat, so we'll pull back, let the bush go opaque, and fire again. Neat penetrating hit there, just waiting for the shell to reload, and we fire, and we managed to get a critical hit, and in fact we've set it on fire by the looks of things. So that's hopefully going to go towards our count here. For the honors condition, though, we still have to destroy 3 enemy vehicles. We've just made our first inroad into that, knocking out the T-37 through the wall. Actually, we just had sufficient penetration after passing through the wall to actually knock out the vehicle. So that was always helpful. Once you've got control of the hill and you've got the vision control from here, what you do next can be a bit of a high-risk endeavour. If the tank destroyers have pulled back to this rock, you can find yourself getting quite exposed if you try to push off and maybe use this little island, for want of a better description, of trees as cover to shoot back into the heavy tanks. Interestingly, it was the Hummel that was guarding the gates there, but we've been able to knock that out for our second kill of the game. Now we take a bit of a risk by playing this position, because if the tank destroyer has moved into B1, then it's got a pretty easy shot on us. But we see the WZ-131 GFT is still up on the rail, trying to get the shots down the sea line. They decide that they're not going to have any of it. They're going to try and charge us We take a shot to the track. Fortunately, that's all it does. They land a fairly meaty hit into us. I'm trying to rely on our reload to be a little bit quicker than theirs, but we managed to claim our third kill of the game. So that satisfied our honours condition. The primary condition we're a little bit unclear on at this stage. But there's still at least 2 enemy vehicles left in the game, including this Jagdpanther. Now, fortunately, the Jagdpanther hasn't hid in this bush and wrecked our day as we came off the hill. I was exceedingly grateful about that. Otherwise, we might not have been anywhere near where we wanted to be. We've hit the T-150, but had made no further advancements with our mission progress. But knock out the Jagdpanther for our 4th kill of the game. Again, we're still looking a little bit short on this primary condition, but nonetheless that's a win. But let's see what the results tell us. So for our efforts there, that was a level 1 mastery that we picked up. No epic or battle heroes medals, but we did get a couple of badges of merit here. We got the Bruiser medal for causing damage to enemy vehicle modules or crew members at least 5 times in the course of the battle. So that medal in itself is indicative that we have picked up the honours condition, the primary condition for that mission. In addition, we had the honours condition was to cause at least 3 kills upon the enemy team. We've actually gone one better and picked up 4 kills between the WZ-131 GFT, the T-37, the Jagdpanther and the Hummel. So that both primary and secondary conditions knocked over for Union-8 of the Chimera campaign. With a total of 7 critical hits. I'm not sure why some of these didn't come up. Maybe they were outcomes of blind fire, but certainly the saving grace here was setting the Jagdpanther on fire, which had caused damage to 5 different modules in the course of that action. So we were quite happy with that outcome. Having a look at the team scores, we have placed top on experience here, followed by one of the other light tanks in the fight, the other Tier-VII light tank in the fight, the Hotchkiss EBR, who had quite a healthy spread of both damage and spotting assist. So very well done there to Troll Tractor. Special mention to Can Driver on the enemy team as well in the WZ-131 GFT. From that position, they were able to snipe down the sea line and cause a fair bit of damage to heavy tanks that were contesting that brick factory. Unfortunately, that position not so great once the hill on A line is taken and vehicles start to push off it. It can really light you up and start to wreck your day. Having a look at the detailed report, this was a reasonably profitable game for us, helped in some part due to battle payments that were running at the time, thanks FidiClan. So for a net 35,000 credits at Tier-VII. We didn't take too much damage. We were only firing standard rounds, really only needed to fire standard rounds that game. And no consumables that we need to worry about there. So that all around made for a fairly economically rewarding game, and of course a personal campaign mission completion with honours. So happy with that. And if you've got a replay that you're happy with and you'd like to share with the community, please reach out over Discord or any of the links below, and we'll do our best to sort you out. Please also check out the About section of our YouTube channel for some of the community submission guidelines and the sort of games that we're looking to be featuring on the channel. In the meantime, take care out there.